Right guys, so before getting into the problem, let's get to know what it means by a tetrahedron. Guys, a tetrahedron is a solid object which has 4 faces, 6 edges and 4 vertices as shown below. Guys, getting to know this will be a kind of an immense use to do this problem. Okay guys, Assalamu alaikum. So we're going to think about the 12th problem of the so-called Western Drawings 2020 paper, right? So guys, what they are saying is actually they have a couple of dies, but this dice is tetrahedral, right? So what do you mean by tetrahedral, guys? Tetrahedron is a shape like this, it composed of 4 faces. I would like it will be something like this. You just have 4 sides, right? So you're going to have 4 sides for a tetrahedron, right? So I hope that you can visualize the faces properly, right? Fine. So you guys have a couple of tetrahedron, right? So each tetrahedron, each tetrahedron is being marked with numbers 1 to 4. So it's been marked as 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 2 such kind of tetrahedron. So guys, let's read out the question, right? Two regular tetrahedral dice, each carrying numbers from 1 to 4, on their faces are thrown together. So you take them and you just put them together. So what is the probability of obtaining 2 odd numbers on both the die? So you need to have odd numbers in each die. So you have 1, 3, or you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the combinations are going to be 1 comma, you have 1 and you can have 1 here, or you can have 1 and you can have 3 here, or you can have 3 and you can have 1 here, or else you can have 3 and 3 here. So altogether there are 4 possibilities. Altogether there are 4 possibilities of getting the required odd numbers. So how many possible outcomes are there? The number of total possible outcomes is called as the sample space. So guys, the sample space is going to be 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4. And then it's going to be 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. And then guys, it's going to be 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3 and 3 comma 4. And then guys, it's going to be 4 comma 1, 4 comma 2, 4 comma 3 and 4 comma 4. Okay, guys, these are the total possible outcomes. These are the total possible outcomes. So guys, the total possible outcomes are going to be 16. The total possible outcomes are going to be 16. So guys, in other words, the probability of getting an odd number, right? You have to have odd numbers in both the dice. So guys, the number of possible outcomes for the odd numbers is going to be 4. So you will have 4 possible outcomes, and there are 16 ways of putting on the die. So guys, the probability will be 1 over 4. Guys, now if you try to think about 6 dice, if you think about 6 outcomes, if you have a let's say cubical die. When you have a cubical die, the number of possibilities is going to increase. If you have 3 dice, still the possibilities are going to increase. So guys, we can't always think about the number of outcomes. It's very difficult. Even though it was easy in this problem, it's very difficult for us to think in every problem. So guys, to rectify this issue, in advanced level mathematics of Sri Lankan syllabus, we study a section called the permutation and combination. We learn about the permutation and combination. Students, permutation and combination, so this is not for you guys, this is not for O-levels actually. This is a kind of a good counting way. It's a counting technique which you guys will study in advanced level math if you guys are interested in combined math. So guys, now as O-level students, we need to have kind of a good method. So this is where the role of tree diagrams comes in, right? Students, now the role of tree diagram. Now you have the first outcome and you have the second outcome. Students, for the first outcome, if you want to have an odd die, the possibility is half, right? Because 3, 4 are the 1, 3 are the odd numbers, and total possible outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 over 4. So it's written as 2 over 4. And possible ways of getting even numbers is going to be 2 over 4 again. So this is odd, and this is going to be even. Students, now the possible ways of getting odd in the second tetrahedron is going to be 2 over 4, and possible ways of getting even is going to be 2 over 4 again. So here it's the same. Here also it's the same. So 2 over 4 and 2 over 4. Right? So guys, what's this root? You get the odd term and you get the odd term again. You get the odd term and you get an even. The probability of getting an even and odd. So this is probability of getting even and another even. So guys, this is the rule actually. This is the rule, right? So you need to have odd in the first time. I mean, you should get odd in the first tetrahedron, and again you should have an odd. So guys, the possible outcome is going to be 2 over 4 multiplied by 2 over 4. So this will give you 4 over 16, and finally you end up getting 1 over 4. You can simplify this, right? You have 1 here and you have 4 here. So guys, the easiest way to do kind of a probability problem when you have two or more events, right, is using a tree diagram. If you have 2 events, the grid method is a good method. Grid method is of course a nice method to think about, right? So guys, this is the way you need to do this problem. This is how this is one of the approaches how to do this problem. You can even use the grid. Okay, so the grid is something like you have the possible outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first tetrahedron and this is the second tetrahedron. So you need to have odd numbers. So this is going to be an odd number and odd number, odd and odd. 2, 3, it's not going to work, right? And then 1, 3 will work, 3, 1 will work, and 3, 3 will work. So altogether there are 16 outcomes. There are 16 outcomes, and you just need the process out of the everything. So that's going to be 4 over 16. So you're going to have 1 over. That's how you do this problem, guys. So yeah, thank you very much.